What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the last episode, I continue to show you guys all of the progress that I am making here on my island, mainly in regards to farming and whatnot, and all of the other additional changes and things I had in store. I should also say that I am recording this episode after an incredibly long hiatus with the game, and by incredibly long, I mean like 7 months. I needed to take a break from this game because I was so inundated by it for such a long period of time that I just needed to move on to some other things for a little while, but I am back, and I'm pretty much here until the end, so this pretty much marks the beginning of the back half of this Let's Play, but things are going to be done a little bit differently from here on out in regards to multiple things. So it's time to start condensing things a little bit while I do a lot more playing, but a lot less recording. We've hit a point in this Let's Play, I think, where the stuff going on the island is pretty routine at this point. Obviously, we still have a lot of Happy Home Paradise to go through, but we'll talk about how that's incorporated here in a little bit. But right now, we are starting to hit the point where I am not necessarily making the finishing touches on this Let's Play, but I am certainly starting to, I guess, realize my vision for what I want to have on this island. Now, ignore my gigantic pile of turnips over here, or don't. Those are hopefully going to get me rich later. I've made a couple of changes between the last episode and this one. Just to go over really quickly, I did say I was going to finish all of the borders along my pathing, which I did. Already talked about where I was able to get those. I actually have some other custom paths that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, or at least one other custom path I'm going to talk about in a little bit. I've got everybody moved around in their own little spots, except for one, who we're going to be talking about a little bit later. KK's here, even though it's a Monday, because, we're still in the month of August, and the fireworks show always takes precedent and whatnot. So, yeah. Oh, and then also the fact that we have the bug and or fishing tourney at those times as well. But there's still a lot of empty space on this island. There's still a lot of things I have left to do, and my flowers still remain just taking up space in various parts of the island, specifically on the beach and whatnot, and I still have those to sort out. All in due time. I am making some progress on the museum space a little bit, actually pathing it up. I added a little pond over here. I still have to decorate this area quite a bit more, and a lot of that's going to be taken up by flowers, but so far I do have some ideas in mind. I would also like to point out this little path here. This is a custom path that is meant to look similar to the logs on the log incline. This was created by another Reddit user who goes by the name of, if my actual thing will load, u/AltaWhatBF. Is what it looks like, and I'll put it up on screen, and then you can also get their creator code if you want to go and download that yourself, because, well, it is a unique style. Like for instance, the stone staircases obviously match up with the stone pathing, but the log incline doesn't really have a path that matches up with it. The wooden path is nothing like it, so little custom path allows me to kind of keep the trend. I mean, it doesn't have the same amount of character, because there's obviously a little bit of tilting and twisting in the wood here on the incline, and then this is, of course, completely straight, but it's about the best you can do with a custom design, and I think they did a pretty darn good job, at least for the few squares that I used it. So yeah, lots of things in progress. You also might have seen all of the stuff that I've been working on over by my house, or at least just directly below it. I do have a house moved over there, so I've completely cleared the bottom right corner. We used to have Marina and Apple living over there. They are now all entirely moved. Apple is moved up here, although I have a little bit of a confession to make. This is not going to be her permanent residence for the history of forever, and it'll make sense why in due time. I'm currently working on growing this. This is going to be kind of a big bamboo grove that I'm going to eventually have grown, but I have to grow the bamboo to do it. So currently in the process of doing that, and luckily I will be able to grow these bamboo trees exponentially as they continue to grow, because these will give me 6 more shoots that I can use to then keep growing these. But yeah, I'm going to kind of fill up this entire space with a bamboo grove, and then this house, which is currently Apple's, is probably going to be replaced by somebody else here relatively soon. I also have another space that is currently under construction, but like most construction projects, this is just going to sit practically unattended for several months, right until the cold sets in, and then they're suddenly going to finish the entire project in like 2 days. So don't mind this space for right now, but eventually those slackers will get the job done. Okay, I have a villager at my campsite right now. I am not going to tell you who that villager is at this exact moment in time, but that villager that villager right there is on their second day here, and tomorrow, which will not be recorded, but tomorrow, they are going to be moving in. That villager is who's going to be replacing Apple. I was talking about this in the last episode. There is a specific villager that I have had on every single Animal Crossing town in the history of my time playing with this game. They are just kind of my favorite villager for mostly sentimentality reasons. It's not really anything else, and I am going to be having them move onto my island here very soon. But again, I won't spoil who that is. If somebody's got the idea, oh, it's this some really special character, it's not. I will say it is a character that has existed in the game all the way since the GameCube Animal Crossing, so that at least narrows things down a little bit. But aside from that, you're probably not going to guess who it is. But if you do, I mean, feel free to go in the comments and try to make guesses. You absolutely can. It will be revealed in the next episode. And they are going to be replacing Apple. I know. And especially because I feel bad because we're going to be getting rid of our one hamster villager. To be replaced by a villager, honestly, of a type that, a type that we already have, and also of a personality type we already have. So I guess that narrows things down just a little bit more. But yeah, there is going to be a little bit of overlap, which sucks to get rid of a unique character like Apple, who I do love, but I like Tangy just a little bit more, and they're both that peppy type. So yeah, unfortunately, Apple is the one that's going to be next up on the chopping block as far as my older villagers go. But I am going to be a good boy, and I'm going to still keep the likes of Agnes around, one of our OGs, as well as Angus and, of course, Cranston. A lot of those OGs absolutely going to stay. I'm not going to be getting rid of them at all. They're great. And Marina as well, of course. But yeah, everybody else is going to be sort of filing in as time goes on, and that'll be pretty much, 6 custom villagers, 6 selected villagers throughout the game, which, I don't hate that too much. I think that'll be fun, but that'll pretty much set in stone who our villagers are. Okay, that was a lot of updating. That was a lot of talking about things. What is the plan today, you might ask? Well, it's actually a mix of everything. This is going to be an important episode because this is going to signify a change in, and actually what I need to do here is I need to actually get rid of the edges right there. Thank you. This is going to signify a change in the way these Animal Crossing episodes are done for a little while. So for the past several episodes, we've been kind of alternating between episodes here on the home island and episodes in Happy Home Paradise at Paradise Planning. And I am going to be changing things up a little bit from here on out as we start to maneuver towards the end of Paradise Planning, which is still several episodes away. I'm actually going to be doing all of the above in a given episode. So these episodes are about 45, 50 minutes. We're going to be spending part of the episode here on the island, checking around, talking to villagers, doing the basic things, at least for a little while, and then we're going to be spending the other part of the episode in Happy Home Paradise. You might be wondering, how is that going to be possible? Well, that's because I am no longer going to be showing the entire course of my decorating in Paradise Planning. I felt like I've done enough of the, going over my thought processes with each area. It's going to be more of a before and after thing from here on out. So when I go to decorate a home, I'm going to show kind of my idea. Then we're just going to show the end result, and it's going to skip several minutes out of the whole decorating process, which should make these episodes a little bit more streamlined. So hopefully that makes things a little bit better. Obviously, we still have things to visit. And in fact, I would very much like to go to Harv's Island today. But while I do that, I also want to draw attention to the fact that August is coming to an end. And we said this in the last episode, that the next episode was probably going to be the last episode to go over all of the critters leaving in August. We'll talk about them in a minute, but let's head to Harv's Island first because I want to take a look at some things over there really quickly. The main thing to worry about in August is insects leaving. There's a lot of really valuable, really important insects that are going to be gone by September 1st. And so we need to make sure that we have every single one of those caught. The good news is with the excessive amount of bug catching that I've been doing over the course of the summer, I have all of the insects more than taken care of. Easy done. Fish, there are 4 that are currently leaving at the end of the month, and deep sea creatures, there's actually only 1. And in fact, I'm going to go over all of those now that we have landed. So first things first, I'm going to try to go over each of these as quickly as I can. Okay, so insects that are going to be leaving in this month. Common bluebottle is 1. Then we have the great purple emperor. All of the cicadas are going to be leaving except for the walker cicada. That is still going to be around next month. And then also the cicada shell will be gone. Then we have ourselves the jewel beetle. That's going to be leaving. The blue weevil beetle, which is actually this one, not this one. And And then a whole bunch of the super valuable bugs here. So the Scarab Beetle is going to be gone. Drone Beetle is going to be gone, which obviously not valuable. Saw Stag's going to be gone. Miami Stag's going to be gone. Giant Stag. Cyclomatus Golden. All of these here. The Giraffe, Dynastid, Atlas, Elephant, and Hercules. Pretty much the only nighttime beetles that are still going to be hanging around that are super valuable are going to be the Rainbow Stag and the Goliath Beetle, although I do believe that they only stay around for 1 more month. Moving on to the fish, we got ourselves only, like I said, we only have 4 here. One of which I do not have caught, so I can't talk about that immediately. But another one is the giant snakehead, which I'm going to come clean. I actually just caught one of those earlier in the day. I know. I don't. Yeah, I've never really taken the time to actually look for one. So they have the same shadow size as a carp, and they can only be caught in ponds. Problem is that 95% of the time you go for a fish that big, it's going to be a carp, but the other 5% in the right time frame will be these giant snakeheads, which are a lot more valuable. I finally caught my first one, so that is one of the fish. The other one that's going to be leaving is the Napoleon fish, which is only caught in the ocean. Really huge fish. I don't think that that is a fin fish, though, like the ocean sunfish is, for instance. So just a really large one, usually only caught off of the dock. And then the last one that's going to be leaving is the squid, which is incredibly common and very easy to catch at most times of the year. You can see September, October, and November are the only months you can't catch it, so don't fret too bad if you miss out on that one. The last fish, and the one that I do not have, is called a killifish, and the killifish is also a pond-only fish, can be caught at all hours of the day, but it is signified by an incredibly tiny shadow. I'm talking like the size of like a tadpole or a neon tetra. Extremely, extremely small. That said, there is a little bit of overlap, at least I believe there's a little bit of overlap with a fish called the pond smelt, I think, but I could be wrong about that. They might be in diametrically opposed seasons, but they are relatively the same size, and again, you just want to look for those really tiny shadows. Of course, you can also pull out cans and things of that nature with shadows that small. The only deep sea creature that is leaving this month is this guy, the vampire squid. Now, this is a really rare one, very hard to track down, but it is active for several hours, mostly in the off hours, though, after 4 all the way through the evening and whatnot. But it is a rare one, a very valuable one, but you do want to track it down. And again, it's the only one you're really pressured to catch during the month of August. So would recommend tracking those down. So the killifish is the only one I'm after, and I've got, well, as you can see here, pretty much a week, just a little under a week to go and see if I can find that guy. So I'm not going to stress about it too much, showing it in this episode or anything, but I am working on it. That's part of the reason I put that new pond in over by the museum, so that I actually at least had 2 ponds to choose from. Now, okay, so, ooh, my goodness. Okay, Red, look what you got here. All right, so I have a little bit of a confession to make. I actually need to kind of refresh myself on the art that I am missing. I'm almost positive I already have this one, though, which is the amazing painting. However, I'm almost positive I don't have the statue on the right side. Now, this one right here is the robust statue. And I can tell you right now that it is a fake if you will look up over at the guy's right wrist. That right there is a watch. There's not supposed to be a watch on an ancient statue. Now, that said, I am actually going to pay for it just so that I can get rid of it, so possibly a new statue or painting will be in the next time I come here. But yeah, that is obviously a fake, so we will not be able to add that to our museum collection. I'm almost like 99% positive I have the amazing painting. If I don't, I can come back and get it. I am almost sure that this is a painting that doesn't have a fake counterpart. In fact, I'm going to make 100% sure that... Oh, no, it does actually have a fake version. Well, let me check that really quickly just to see the difference here. Okay, this is actually the real version. The fake version, the guy front and center with the red sash around him, he does not have a hat on in the fake version. So that is real if I do need it, but I'm almost positive that I don't. Okay, the last reason I am here, though, is because I want to introduce you guys to the final co-op here on Harv's Island. Howdy! Well, if you had the skills that Katrina has, this wouldn't be a surprise, but Katrina here is going to be offering her impressive fortune-telling skills to our collective. I knew you would say that, but it is also the truth. For more of the truths that only I, Katrina, can see, come visit me anytime. Gosh, now that you mention it, maybe I should get a reading about the future of the collective. Oh yes, I could see it now. The shaggy dog with round glasses walks slowly along the sand. He is so focused on his vision that he does not realize that poo from the yellow bird has landed on him. Oh, was that about me? Well, I'll keep that in mind. I just got nailed yesterday. Dang it. Oh, no, poor guy. Well, anyhow, I guess that goes to show how we can never know what kind of fortunes we'll get. That's why it's so nifty that we've got Katrina to help us plan for the future. I'm sure yours is bright. So, yes, our final addition to this entire collective, to the entire thing we got going on around here, is a fortune teller. Yeah, that is... well, pretty much everybody. We've filled up this entire place. We've got every single possible shop we can get. And like I said, Katrina tells your fortune. I'm not going to say the things she says because I don't know if that's offensive or not. Something about you, I can see it. Yes, I can see it. Only I, Katrina, can see your truth. I will reveal it to you for 1,000 bells. Why don't you do that for me? See what we got. I can tell you about your luck today, or perhaps you wish to know about your friendship with another. Okay, so Katrina has two functions. You say, I'd like to know about my luck. Let's talk friendship. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Luck is completely random. She's going to give you just a random reading that's going to tell you if you're going to have luck with either belongings, which is going to allow you to find more items randomly, usually from things like trees and whatnot. Friendship, meaning that every action you do with villagers has a boost in friendship level, allowing you to work towards getting their portrait a lot faster. Health, which I actually don't think I know what the health one does. Okay, apparently all it does is just double the amount of stamina you get from food when you eat it. So I guess 2 per fruit or 20. Well, it wouldn't be 20. It'd be... yeah, it's just double is all it is. I guess also your dishes and whatnot, it can give you a little bit more than that. And then, of course, the last one is bells, which means that you're going to get more bells from, like, shaking trees. For instance, every single time what would be 100 bells drops from a tree, it's actually going to be 1,000. You'll get additional or bigger bell bags from things like money rocks or balloons, and you'll also get more money from the glowing spot. I believe that ups it to 10,000. However, that's only if you get the positive fortune. If you get the negative fortune, obviously, it's the exact opposite effects on all of these things. Now, that said, if you don't like your fortune, you can pay another 10,000 bells to have it purified. So it'll go away, and then you don't have to worry about that too much. That obviously, that's always kind of a fail-safe, so you never have to deal with anything bad. In earlier games, this was not the case. If Katrina gave you your fortune, you were kind of stuck with it for the rest of the day. This would cause things like tripping and whatnot if you were running around, and just all sorts of bad luck and really funny effects that you'd have to deal with that aren't really as present in this game, but they can still exist. When you say let's talk friendship, this is just going to be a simple reading on how close you are with one of your villagers and whatnot. That said, once you learn about the friendship of a villager, you can then pay her an additional 10,000 bells, and she will actually increase the amount of luck that you will have towards that friendship for the remainder of the day. Again, obviously, these only last for a single day, but you want to just make the most of them while you have them. So if you ever need little boosts of some kind, or, obviously it's entirely random, you just come to Katrina and you can get something. So like, I'm going to say, I'd like to know my luck. Go ahead. Very well. I will consult my crystal about today's luck for you. Now, please close your eyes. I loved how she just said the crystal ball backwards, basically. Oh gosh, my scary face. Oh, I see something, yes. Shake a tree and bells will fall. Strike a rock and bells string forth. Travelers flock to discover an island's wealth. Hey, I got the increased money one. I'll take that, especially since I haven't done any of those things today. From this vision, I deduce that your luck with money will improve. Awesome. Well, I will happily take that one, because that's a real big improvement, especially if the turnip prices change in the afternoon and I get a nice bonus there. Well, something good might happen today, or it might not. Now then, may my crystal guide you? I will take that one. Thank you very much, Katrina. All right, cool. I guess the only other thing for me to do is to quickly check Sahara real quick, just because she has her rotating stock and whatnot. And it is a new week since the last time I played, so I wanted to look. Ooh, I like the summit wall a lot. I am going to say yes to that one. 100%, because that's just pretty. As for the other ones, I mean, honestly, I think these are all new, just in general. What is that one on the left, though? Let me take a look at it real quick. Just a shelving wall? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, all of this is basically nothing to me anyway. This is all to say that once I actually turn a profit with my turnips, or even if I don't, even if I lost like something like 300K with all the amount that I spent on my turnips, I have enough where I can actually pay off the next, where I can actually pay off my next loan. So I'm almost at that point. I'm just trying to give myself a little bit more cushion before I do so that I'm not paying off the loan and then I've just got no money floating around. I'd like to have at least good 500K as overflow, just because I think I'm almost positive I have the gym flooring, but I don't think I had the rest of those, so I wanted to make sure that I grabbed that really quickly. And all right, I think that just about covers everything. Kix, do you have anything of use to me? Any sort of sandals or shoes, restroom slippers? Did I say wow on them? I think they do. That's hilarious. Dude, a sword! Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm buying that. You kidding me? That's rad. Give me that. Freaking give me... I got the Master Sword, guys. Oh, I'm totally bringing this with me to Paradise Planning. Not that... Oh, I didn't mean to accidentally... I don't want to buy that. No. I do not want to have that again. Okay, I'm putting this freaking thing on. You kidding me? Let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this is coming with me. Maybe if I can get, like, a couple more things, I can truly look like... I mean, I guess if I was a knight... Because I don't really think there are, like, Link clothes in the game. But, I don't know. There's definitely something I could do with this. All right, I'm heading home real fast. And we are actually going to just bounce back there for just a second while I drop some things off. And then we're going to actually head on over to Paradise Planning. Like I said, we're just going to be kind of jumping around. The other thing I want to talk about, though, while we're here really quickly is also the cadence that these episodes are going to start to release. So, from here on out, for pretty much the remainder of the Let's Play, I'm going to be doing these episodes pretty much once per week, or at least once every 5 to 6 days. There's going to be a lot more spreading out of episodes throughout this, which means that bigger changes are going to be happening between episodes. This is because... You know, we've spent all this time, we're up, what is this, episode 32? We spent all this time in this Let's Play, basically just covering the last, not even full 3 months, like 2.5 months. And at this point, honestly, more than anything, I really want to get a move on because I would like for us to make it through the rest of the year. So I'm going to start really booking it, but the plan is to have a major development with every single episode, or at least even if it's not major, it's at least something like substantial that I can point out. So I'm going to be doing a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of just playing the game over the next little while, and hopefully each episode I have more things to bring to you. But like I said, we're just going to be kind of double dipping until we're finished with Paradise Planning, and then we're just going to mostly focus on the island itself. I would like to have most of the island developed exactly the way I want it, though, before winter sets in, so... That is the plan. Obviously, though, a lot of that is contingent on how many things I can get here. Oh, so it's 5,000 bells. Okay, well, good thing I actually checked that out. So that's good. So we can see that. And then I am just going to make myself a money tree, because why not? We'll do that. I'll go after the money rock a little bit later, probably on my own time. For right now, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to do, so I will see you all over at Paradise Planning, where we can get to work. And we are, just like always, going to complete 2 builds. Now, I will say, real quick, one exception. Whenever there's special builds, like the school, like the cafe, things like that, I will be giving you guys the full experience with those. But the houses, yeah, we're going to be pretty much skipping those by any means necessary. So yeah, I'll see you all there. Just a second. All right, here we are, everybody. Hey, good to see you. You should go say hi to Lottie when you can. I will do that. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite villagers is here. Peanut, I love her. Oh, and Judy too. Holy crap, we got some good ones here. Well, what the heck? And Bo? And Dizzy? Oh my gosh. Wow, we freaking scored with this set. My gosh, these are like a lot of my favorites. These are 2 of my boys right here, 2 of my girls over there. Oh man, I am happy. I want to give all of them houses, every single one of them. No offense to whoever likes. What's your name? Benjamin. I don't know who Benjamin, but he seems like a cool dude. He's got the same personality type as Bo, so he seems cool. And then I know Nana. Sure would be lovely to have my own vacation here somewhere around. Nana's a cutie too. We pretty much got a smorgasbord of great villagers here this time. No offense to Benjamin, though. His face is a little bit scary. But all right, let's head on inside. Let's get to work. We got things to do. And we're going to see how much we can get done. I would like to get a lot done because I would like to start really earning a lot of Poke. In fact, I might get... gosh, I might actually try to do like 4 of them today. I'm ready for work. Let's do it. Okay, let's get you working. It's going to switch. I don't remember. Okay, that's what I looked like. Good luck out there. All right, let's do this thing. So, who are we going to find first? And I have no idea how close we are to the next big upgrade, but they happen so regularly in Paradise Planning that it's like, I want to be on top of things as much as I possibly can. Okay, so Peanut's my girl. I got to talk to Peanut. Give me a fun... What? Hold on. This prompt. Give me a fun... Sorry, say that again. A fun life with stuff that reminds me of America. There's patriotic stuff in... Oh my gosh, yes. Holy crap. You're one of those folks who design vacay homes, aren't you? I've been thinking it'd be cool to have my own vacay domain, but I'd like some advice. Can you help me? Yes, we're doing this 100%. I love your prompt, Peanut. Okay, here we go. Let's give her the most gaudy American home ever. Let's get this party started. For my dream vacay place, I'm thinking of something like this. What you got? Peanut's Americana Museum. Oh, you're talking like 50s Americana. Okay, perfect. Yes. Very nice. I really like your concept. Now, the next step is for you to choose an island for the client. Okay, so we got to go something that's going to fit Americana here, which honestly none of these really do. Let's see. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to be able to avoid going in the mountains all that much. I don't want to put her like right on the main island. Let's see. Definitely not something where the baobab trees are. I cannot think of anything less American than that. What about here in the fall areas? Oh, that's not too bad. I don't know. Some about the fall environments. Ooh, but to be fair, we could go with the whole Wild West thing too with the saguaro cactuses. Granted, it doesn't really fit the theme of the furniture she was floating, so I'm not 100% sure on that one either. Gosh. Okay, so I definitely selected wrong initially, and I've actually made a cut here because suddenly, once I actually got to see the kind of stuff that Peanut wants, this spot makes the most sense, trust me. So we're going to go with this one, right in the middle of the frickin' desert. The exterior is not going to match the interior in the slightest, but that's okay. We're going to kind of go with two different concepts. Granted, it does say an Americana museum, so it doesn't really need to match. You can have a smorgasbord of those sorts of things, but yeah, you'll see why I'm going to go for this for the exterior here in a second. I'm glad you think it's perfect. Okay, in the middle of the freaking desert, here we go. Americana Museum. All right, let's immediately take a look at her stuff. So all of this is going to be indoor stuff. We got a whole diner-looking thing here. But this is what I'm talking about with the outside. You got a storefront out here. You'll also see that there's a covered wagon, wooden boxes, barrels, decorative bottles, things of that nature, even cowboy shirts and whatnot. Yeah, I think you get the picture. Outside's going to be Wild West themed. Inside's going to be much more 50s neon diner themed. Yes, it's going to clash overall, but again, we're just kind of going for the concept of Americana. So I'm going to put this together, and I will see you all in just a second. All right, something simple. There honestly wasn't like a crazy ton of options for the exterior for me to put together, but I mostly just put down a whole lot of cactuses, and then you got yourself a little like Wild West store up here, and I feel like this house design kind of matched the storefront the best over here. I guess Peanut's selling shirts, I suppose, out of her covered wagon, and then, got all this back here. I think this is cool. Now we're going to have it completely clash with the inside, which is going to be absolutely nothing like this. All right, now I think to officially make this work, especially because this sign is supposed to be inside also, no, we need to turn that off immediately. And yes, I get it, but go, be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, so, to make this work like immediately, I'm going to have to make this a little bit bigger. So I'll probably end up going probably just 8x8 will probably be for the best. And then I'll just put this sucker together. But yeah, I'm going to make myself a big old diner here, especially now that we have options as far as like hanging things are concerned and whatnot, and a bunch of bottles. And you also got like flooring options and skyscraper wall. That's pretty freaking cool. We'll definitely go with the gray vinyl flooring, of course. And then, I don't know, cute red wall could be good. Antique brick wall. I like the antique brick wall, actually. I feel like that fits a little bit better. Yeah. And although I love the cow print rug, even though I couldn't put that one outside, I still feel like that would have fit pretty well. But okay, yeah, let's make this thing as retro as we possibly can. All right, Peanut, what do you think? I actually kind of like it. It's basically just a big old diner, but I mean, they can't really get much more Americana than that. The only problem I have is that why isn't a burger an option? Is that a hot dog? That's a sandwich. There's only sandwiches, and then fries and pizza and cherry pie and apple pie, pancakes, and okay, I guess it's pretty American. It's very sugary. So there is that at least. But yeah, I mean, there we go. I'd say that more than gets the job. There's not really a place for you to sleep, but I always thought that these kind of seats were... Well, actually, wasn't the point of seats like this to always explicitly be just comfortable enough that you can spend an hour there, but not so comfortable that you'd be like, okay, well, maybe I don't want to sit here all night long and get up. But I don't know. As a kid, I was always like, oh man, I could honest. Well, if it wasn't for the fact that they were nasty and gross and thousands of butts sat on them, I'd be like, oh yeah, I could totally sleep here. But yeah, when you really put it into context, then okay, maybe it's not that great. Okay, so I got to get this like at a certain. I know you can only really see the "we're open" sign from like a certain perspective. I wonder if I can like mask myself here. I probably could, but I feel like this more than gets the job done. So let's do this thing. Well, actually, maybe I could just get rid of myself. Boop. Goodbye. Okay, Peanut, what do you think? Yeah, you're probably not going to look. Oh, you're kind of looking my way. I don't know if I like that, though. Let's try to frame it. There you go, Peanut. How's that? How's that? Can we, like, zoom out a little bit? Perfect. There. I like it. All right, why don't you take a look and tell me what you think? Everything's ready. Go for it, Peanut. I think this is an adorable idea. Even if the exterior and the interior are nothing alike at all. There just wasn't really any Neon Diner outside stuff besides the sign, and there wasn't really hardly any Wild West inside stuff besides like the rug and then I guess like some chairs and tables, but none of the food really fit that, if I'm being honest. Wait, what is she holding in her? What was she holding in her paw there and dancing around with? That was a little strange. I don't know. Not gonna read too much into it. Oh, look at them all steamed too. Oh man. Oh man. And now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry just watching Peanut play around in there. Holy crap. So much for today. Since you're here, do you want to hang out for a bit? I actually have to head back. I'm sorry. Well, thank you, Peanut. I liked your prompt a lot, and now I'm going to try and go and do one more, barring that the next one isn't a huge one, but we'll find out. What do you think, Lottie? Welcome back. Got used to the job by now. Here's your payment, $12,000. That's what I like to see. Thank you very much. You ever thought about souvenir chocolates we sell here? I have, but I actually don't know what they do. What do they do? They're so tasty. If you like them, maybe buy a few boxes for the next time you fly back tomorrow. They make great presents and are sure to make anyone smile. You want to call it a day? I would like to keep working, actually. Always a good idea to chat with folks. All right, let's go and talk with someone else. I'm either thinking Bo or Dizzy over on the right side, but honestly, I'm at the point where I kind of just want to like add everybody to the group, but I obviously don't want to go too overboard because of, you know, this for the sake of progression here. Let's see what the prompts are. Okay, so Dizzy, I want places to play inside my home and out in my yard. Okay, we got some options there. I want a picnic, inside and outside, picnic everywhere. Oh my gosh, Bo, you are such a mood. I love Bo. He's so adorable. But so is Dizzy. Dizzy's a cutie too. Dizzy's just a big kid. Like, and by a kid, I mean an actual toddler. He's got, like, slides and swing sets and all sorts of stuff all as far as his decor is concerned. I'm going to talk to Bo, though. You're Paradise Planning? Oh, you're saying that you're with Paradise Planning. What's that? Big difference, Bo. All right, let's help him out next. And this will be kind of the last thing we do in this episode before we call it. Hopefully, when I splice all this together, this episode is a semi-reasonable length. Be kind of nice if my vacation home was like this. Let's see what you got. Okay, personal picnic park. Well, that makes sense. Okay, that's very nice. We like your concept. The next step is for you to choose an island. Okay, so we're going to definitely go with something grassy here. Something very simple. Like, obviously, I mean, that works fine. That works, well, I want trees. I want trees. You know, that honestly might be perfect right there. Let's just do that. That looks so, oh, that's right. I forgot his catchphrase is Salt Lick. That's so funny to me. Gosh. The deeriest deer that's ever deered, but also, is he actually a deer or is he like an antelope? I honestly don't know. Oh no, he's like a springbok, isn't he? I think that's what it is. I'm almost positive that's what he is. Really gonna be my vacation home. Okay, let's take a look and see what we can do. All right. First of all, exterior-wise, I already like the fencing idea that we got here. Let's see. Okay, so picnic basket, pull-apart bread, and a basket bag. I think we can do something with that inside, but then again, we also could do the outdoor picnic set. Ooh, we got a barbecue. I like the RC helicopter. That's funny. A grassy dormant volcano. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like how the picnic basket's also in here twice. Well, actually, I guess that's true with all things, isn't it? Oh my gosh, there's so many options here. Okay, so all right, let me get the exterior put together here really quickly. I think I'm going to add a couple more trees, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with the layout thus far. All right, there we go. I like that. Mostly just a lot of outdoor camping supplies and whatnot. Kind of a whole bunch of different spaces. I mean, however Bo wants to picnic, he can do it. And we haven't even gotten to the indoor section yet. But yeah, he's got this whole like camp fire, or I guess we're like a camp stove set up right here. Can read all about the bugs that he likes. He got another cooking stove right here with the lamp. You also got some music to listen to while you're resting on the hammock. Got your own little play tent to play in next to another picnic set. There's this pretty little mushroom stump over here. You got some flower beds and whatnot. Nice little path leading up to the home. But why don't we head on inside and see what we can do with this space as well? All right, let's open these up and see what we got. So we kind of already saw what they were, but all right, a few things here that I can definitely make do with. First things first, go right into this mode. And I think, again, I'm going to make this one, honestly, I think I almost want to keep it 6x6. No, that's too small. That's too small. 6x6 might be the best. I don't think I'm really going to bother with the entryway or the lighting all that much. Okay, let's take a look at our carpet and our flooring and wallpaper options here. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got some options here, don't you, buddy? Okay, I like the autumn wall. I also like the meadow vista. Oh, I really like the meadow vista. Oh my gosh, dude, what the heck? What's with this aesthetic? It's incredible. Oh, these are all good. Holy crap. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay, I'm assuming I'm not going to go with a lawn that's a little bit too manicured for my liking. I like the meadow vista a lot just because of the idea that it's moving. I think that's really, really nice. Although, we're going to get a tree stump rug in the middle there. Ooh, I do like that. I do like that a lot. Okay, yeah, I think we can work with that. All right, so with all of these options, like we said, we're just kind of going with a picnic here. So it's not going to be anything too ridiculously complicated. Are there any... I guess there's like some garden tables and chairs I can set up in here. I wonder if I should have put the log ones inside, possibly. But that's okay. I'm not going to really worry about that too much. I do want to put this up here, so we'll kind of leave that as is. Then as for this, I think I'm gonna set that just kind of right beside where the chair goes. Oh, that doesn't go as close as I'd like it then. So maybe not that. All right, let's see what our other picnic options are here. All right, Bo, what do you think? Do you think I've spoiled you with enough places to go and picnic? I have put food absolutely everywhere. I mean, this is just serene as all get out. I mean, unfortunately, I can't put actual trees in here, which kind of sucks, but, you know, the flowing river in the background. Can you imagine just that with, like, the ambiance of just, like, trickling water if you could get that sound effect going? Oh, my gosh, it'd be the most soothing, relaxing thing. I could stay in this room forever if that were the case. But, hey, I got you the figment of a tree, and I guess the mountain standee is a little bit pointless, but at least it adds a little bit of character to the room to some degree. At least we're able to match the interior with the exterior this time just a bit more, and got him a camping cot, even though it wasn't actually in the available the list of things that Bo preferred. I felt like this really fit the area that we were in, so let's get ourselves a picture here really quickly. And we are going to, let's get rid of ourselves. We're just going to kind of get everything in frame here. And then I'm just going to have you take a look over here as I kind of zoom out a little bit. And boom. Kind of the same angle as I got the last one, but that's okay. I am ready. Let's do this thing. Even though, again, I think the exterior is a little better than the interior. But hey, managed to fit a whole lot of this stuff in here. I mean, I'm not going to lie, with all the food and all of just the scenery in general, this is kind of a little bit of a paradise. It's a very cozy one. It's very small, and there's not really a ton of furniture that I had options to put down. Like, I was really lacking for chairs and tables. That was kind of my biggest issue, but obviously, having just things to put everywhere, I was able to make it work. There's going to be this incredible smell of food everywhere all the time at Bo's place, and I'm a little bit jealous, not going to lie. Thanks so much. So now what do you want to do? Want to hang out? I actually have to go. I'm sorry, buddy. You enjoy your picnic space. You enjoy your copious amounts of food. Also, I feel like I went a little heavy on the carbs. I apologize. That's a lot of bread, but I think it'll be fine. So what do you think, Lottie? Another job well done. Another 12,000 Poke. Oh, man, we are getting loaded up on Pokemoney. I said, I think I'm going to clean up the office for a little bit. Clutter and dust are sneaky things, and they like to pile up while you're involved with the rest of life. I'm not accepting any vacation home requests while I'm busy, so why not go enjoy a well-deserved break? All right, I have been forced to do this. Oh, you should go say hi to Nico. Nico got back a moment before you went straight upstairs. I'm sure he'd enjoy a visit. Well, let's go do that really quickly. I know this episode has run pretty long, but I would like to say hello to him and see what we have before we call this an episode. We got to kind of put an end to this entire thing. What are you looking at the workbench for? Can I connect this to that? Nope, that doesn't work like at all. Blah! How long have you been standing there? What was I thinking about? I'm working on a new DIY recipe. Well, I really want to make one, but I just can't land on a good idea. Maybe it's hopeless. If only I had some kind of hint or something. Oh, that's it. You've done DIY projects, haven't you, Levi? Could you maybe tell me about, say, every single one of them? Give me some ideas? Please, I'm a desperate monkey. Fine, fine. Yes, I owe you one. And I guess we just had a long conversation with a sword on our back? Whoa, you made all that and used all those different materials, even stuff you can't get around here. You're like my DIY idol, but it stands for Dedicated Inventor That doesn't really work, but okay. Anyway, I've got lots to think about now. Thanks. When I come up with a new recipe, I'll be sure to share it. Say, have you ever thought about using some of that DIY furniture in your vacation home designs? Bet Lottie would love that. You should tell her about all the stuff you've made. Anyway, my break is about over, so I'm going to head back to the pier. See ya! So, yeah, with that right there, I do believe we have unlocked the ability to actually use DIY recipes in our vacation homes, which we did not have the ability to do before. But I wonder, is Lottie going to tell me anything? Let's see. Sorry to keep you waiting. I finally managed to get this place squared away, so I'll be accepting new vacation home requests again. Let me know when you'd like to get back to work. I got an idea, actually. DIY crafted items when you're designing vacation homes? Now there's an idea. Handmade items have character and vacation homes need character. However, I'd appreciate if you limited yourself to items you have crafted at least once before. I don't want to take any risk trying to craft something for the first time while on site. So basically they're just saying if you don't already have it in your recipe book, tough luck, which is more than fair. Use the workbench upstairs if you need to. I'm so excited to see what vacation home designs you come up with, including your handcrafted items. All right. And there we go. You can use DIY crafted items too. The handmade touch is really going to make a lot of clients happy, so that just adds even more to everything that I can make. And wow, there's actually quite a few things here that I would like to also get to, and I'm definitely going to get that, but I'm going to be doing that between episodes. Okay, guys, here's the deal. So I'm going to be taking a very minimalistic approach for pretty much all of my off days when I'm playing this game. So and when I say off days, I mean off days where the days I'm not recording, basically. So I will still refrain from doing absolutely anything in Happy Home Paradise as long as I am not recording it. We are going to be going through the entire DLC together, of course. On top of that, well, not only do I not want to skip anything, but I also, like I said, any major developments, I'll be sure to show those on screen as we go. All that said, every single time I play through a day, there are going to be a set number of tasks that I'm going to be giving myself to complete every single day without fail, so that the progression of this game can move along as we start to speed further on into the year. So I'm going to be going after every single possible DIY recipe each day. Well, not every single possible one, but pretty much all that you can grab in the space of like an hour. So this means the one on your beach, the one on whatever Capon Island you go to, the one that you can grab at Happy Home Paradise, also the ones you can grab from whatever villager is available at the time. I'm going to be grabbing every single one of those DIY recipes every single day. I'm always going to check the store. I'm always going to check Able Sisters. I'm always going to check the mail. I'm going to grab every single fossil, pluck every weed, and honestly, I was going to say water flowers, but I really think I'm kind of done doing that at this point. But yeah, just a lot of the bare minimum. And then also, as far as my Nook Miles Plus go, I'm going to try to get at least 3 times 2 or times 5 tasks done every single day. Not all of them, but I'm still going to play enough to make sure that I don't completely neglect these either, because I do need to build up more Nook Miles for all of the things that I would like to get done. As far as catching major fish and major bugs are concerned, I'm going to try to refrain from avoiding any not showing any on screen. Like the Kill-A-Fish, for example, that's going to unfortunately be sort of inevitable because the next episode will be in September, so I'm going to have to do that. But as far as like a lot of the major newcomers to a month or a season, I'm still going to try to show most of those on screen when possible. And that pretty much covers it. As far as everything else, I'm probably going to be just skipping over the rest of that. I mean, I'll still talk to villagers and whatnot just to kind of get my basic reps in and to also make them happy. I'll probably give them things like chocolates and whatnot to improve friendship. But aside from that, yeah, I'm just going to be pretty much speedrunning through this game from here on out as much as I can over the course of the next several hundred days. So thank you all so very much for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. And I'll see you all in the next one.